Nancy Grace. We got a big show today. We have a daytime exclusive, a teacher who's actually in jail after being arrested for having sex with a multiple number of her students.
And convicted.
And convicted. We're going to talk to her. Her husband is also here. We're going to find out whether he is still standing by her. Also, two of the stars of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phaedra, and the new housewife, Portia, are here. So we're going to talk to them. We've also got it's Frugal Friday, so we got a lot of tips from viewers.
And we have pictures of the twins.
Yay, pictures of the twins.
Hey, you know what? When I was pregnant, I'd be trying to get down the hall at HLN, CNN.
Oh, look at the twins. Wow.
Oh, he's having a push-up yogurt.
Wait a minute. Do they dress alike all the time?
No, never. But that's a school uniform.
Oh, a school uniform. Okay.
And you can see Lucy's not happy about it. There they are. They were so happy at Disneyland. This was at the baggage claim. They were so happy.
So.
And I would come down the hall and I go, oh, and Anderson say, how are you? And I'm going, this one's Anderson and this one's Cooper.
So, well, you were talking, and you were pointing to your stomach, thankfully, because I thought if you were pointing higher up, it'd be a problem.
No, I did that on Dancing with the Stars.
I know. Well, I once filled in for Larry King, and you were the guest on that show when your book first came out, and you actually brought the twins on toward the end of the segment. Do we have that tape? Yeah, we have it. Let's play this tape because it went awry very quickly. It went all wrong very quickly.
Would you want these kids to follow in your footsteps?
Oh, I want them to do whatever will make them happy. Oh, here she goes.
You want a piece of paper?
There you go. Uh-oh. Anderson, what did you do to him?
I didn't do anything.
Daddy.
Oh, hey, what's the matter?
You did it. And it's been caught on national television. My whole family is.
Piece of paper.
Oh, now he's really going to have a fit. Come back.
Clearly, I'm not a natural.
Yeah. Did not go very well.
But then he made origami birds. Remember that?
I made an origami fish. Yeah, that's my one trick.
I learned a fish?
I learned in first grade how to make an origami fish. And it's the one trick I pull out when I need to entertain a child.
Do you know what?
What?
My parents took pictures of the children up on the screen with Anderson Cooper, and it's on page 2 of their scrapbook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, of the TV. That's how we're the Clampets. We take pictures of the TV.
So obviously we are still all reeling from the aftermath of Sandy, and there's this whole ride share program now in New York for taxis. Has anyone shared a ride yet on a taxi? Been able to? It is a couple people. It's very difficult to get one of these taxis. I stood for about 20 minutes the other day when I was trying to get to work, trying to get a taxi. Could not get a taxi. One taxi stopped, and oh no, don't show that yet. One taxi stopped and wanted to charge some exorbitant fee. So I didn't do it, just on principle. I thought it was wrong. And then I'm standing there after about 20 minutes, and this young, probably college student, young woman, comes and stands right in front of me and lifts up her hand to hail a cab. And
it's New York.
No. There are rules in New York City.
Well, what did you do? Shove her to the side?
I'll tell you exactly what I did. I said to her,
May I have a ride with you?
No, I said, excuse me, this is not how it works. It does not work this way.
And?
You do not go, everyone has a zone of taxi space. You do not go and stand 10 feet in front of somebody hailing a cab and think you can hail a cab in front of them. It doesn't work that way.
You're not being a gentleman.
No, I will not.
You should have just given her your cab.
No, I believe in fairness and rules. And so I went up to her. I said, it does not work this way. You go to that corner. That corner's free. That's your corner. And she's like, well, I was over there for an hour trying to hail a cab. I was like, I'm sorry.
See, you should have taken that cab to start with.
No, well, no, I don't believe in if people are gouging prices.
You couldn't get a cab. People don't have heat, Anderson.
No, I know, but I believe in rules and fairness.
Get on your bike. I see you in every tabloid riding your bike in your little T-shirt. Hello.
Yes,
Go.
My bike, yeah. I'm a mess. My bike, someone stole my bike.
Another wham.
Well, you tell me to ride my bike. I'm telling you, my bike has been broken. So anyway, I can't.
Take the pat and turner. Pat the street and turn the corner with those feet.
What?
Walk.
I know.
And another
thing. So let me just tell you.
Hurricane coverage. Where's the T-shirt?
No.
Where's the T-shirt? I think it's under that. The little tight
I get a lot of flack for
T-shirt.
wearing a T-shirt. I wear a T-shirt because I usually.
It's Calvin Klein, people. I researched
it. It's Fruit of the Loom, and it's.
So not Fruit of the Loom.
It is.
Okay. Whatever.
I should never have had you
If
as a guest
that's what
host.
it takes to get you through.
No, and I wear a dark T-shirt because you're not showering for days at a time, and so it hides sweat and dirt, and so that's.
I
anyway.
bet you could get a lot for that on
I don't even know
eBay.
why I'm explaining
Anderson
myself to you.
Cooper sweaty T-shirt.
Anyway, the bottom line: after 30 minutes trying to hail a cab, these two guys pulled up in their car, and they were like, "Hey, Anderson Cooper, come on in the car." They're these Russian guys, so they were very nice to give me a ride. And they're from Russia originally. They've lived here since 1989. They're jewelers on 47th Street.
Did they give you a good deal?
No, they didn't charge me at all. I tried.
No,
I offered to
on
pay.
jewelry.
Oh, on jewelry. On jewelry. But they could not have been nicer. The guy's wife watches the show, and so they were like, I can't believe it's Anderson Cooper. I can't do a Russian accent very well.
It's Anderson Cooper.
No, you can't even do it at all. Wani on Facebook says, I had a bunch of grocery bags trying to catch a cab, but some college girl ran in front of me and stole my cab. You see?
And somebody
Yes.
else tweets, and Anderson Cooper was in front of me, and he hit me with his elbow.
I'm just saying, as New Yorkers, we all know this, there's a zone of cab space, and you do not violate that zone of cab space. I don't care what kind of emergency it is. There are rules, and it's rude to
And in a state of emergency, when there's a hurricane, don't get in Anderson Cooper's cab space.
No, I'm just saying. The other thing that's starting to annoy me is, I live downtown where there's no power. And it's starting to annoy me, all these people I hear
can stay
about
at my place.
who are going to fancy hotels
Anderson,
and stuff.
You can stay at my place.
No, that would
No,
be...
it's okay.
No, I'm
Really?
fine without power.
Come on over.
No, I'm like Wendy Williams. I'm like cooking up a Slim Jim over a candle. But as you said, I mean, most people, there are a lot of people whose homes have been destroyed. So these are completely minor problems. But I pick up the paper today, I read the New York Post, and there's all these articles about like people having parties at fancy restaurants, flying in DJs from Ibiza for Halloween, and I'm thinking, as someone who does not have
You
power.
mean people like Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Well, yeah, I guess those
Hey,
are
I can
some
read
people.
too.
Well,
That's what they said.
I mean, it's nothing
I
against
wasn't there, but that's
individuals,
what I
but
heard.
it just, you know what? It just doesn't seem the appropriate time to be having a party and flying in DJs from other countries so that you can party while a lot of people do not have electricity. It just seems to me the wrong kind of thing.
Well, I feel the same way. I don't know if anybody else is going to chime in on this about the generators. The generators to heat up the tents for the New York Marathon.
Well, yeah, and the cover of the New York Post, there's a big picture of two huge generators
Hey,
for
it's
the
the whole
marathon.
Marie Antoinette let them eat cake. People literally do not have anything to eat. It's cold. They have no heat. They have no power. And we're heating up a tent for the tourists.
I mean, the flip side of the argument is, look, that it will bring money into the city and that people are running, they're raising money for hurricane relief by running. I have a friend who's coming in from Boston to run. So I get, people trained a lot. I do think it's weird, though.
People trained a lot.
I did not realize that the marathon starts in Staten Island, and I think that's going to be very strange to be running through Staten Island. Because Staten Island,
You mean wrong.
in case
It's gonna be wrong.
you don't know, has really been decimated, and they have not got the kind of attention that they've needed. And it wasn't until yesterday when the borough president there started yelling, basically, and saying, look, this is outrageous. He was saying you shouldn't donate to the Red Cross because the Red Cross hasn't been here. That got things moving. The Red Cross got there yesterday. The Secretary of Homeland Security is going to be there today. So a lot of officials now have started to go. Chuck Schumer went over there, a senator. But it's... there's a lot of people in need. It's still.
The story of the mother who was trying to save her two boys. All I can think about are my twins. One's 2 and one's 4. So the water started taking the SUV. So she gets them out and loses them in the current.
Brandon and Connor, 2 and 4 years old.
And they found her lying on a doorstep, suffering from hypothermia. The next morning, she was out. It's like a horrible dream.
They
I've
just
had
found
before.
the 2 little boys yesterday.
Yeah, in the marshes, screaming their names, and the wind was whipping around, and no one could hear her.
Well, what's extraordinary, and we sent our correspondent Gary Tuckman out there yesterday. She says she left her SUV. They went off the road. She was clinging to a tree. Then there was a house nearby. Knocked on the door, asked for help. She says the man said, "I don't know you," and did not let her in the house. Then she goes to the back, tries to use a flower pot to break one of the windows to get into the house. Can't do it. And water comes, she says, and sweeps her 2 children away. So, it is beyond horrible. we sent our correspondent, Gary Tuckman, who's this amazing correspondent for CNN, went out to the house, knocked on the door. The guy starts screaming at Gary Tuckman, like, get away, get away. Gary's like the calmest guy on the planet. A few minutes later, it gets the guy to come out, starts talking to him. The guy says, no woman ever showed up. I don't know what anybody's talking about. And the more Gary talks, the guy says, well, a guy showed up banging on the door, saying he needed help, but what was I going to do? How could I help him? And then he tried to use a flower pot to break into my back. So Gary's like, that was a woman, that was not a guy. And he was like, no, it was a guy. And he was like, I don't even know what's happened to the people. And Gary's like, well, the two little kids are dead. And he said, well, she shouldn't have been out in the storm anyway. Which, I mean, yeah, ideally, but a lot of people were stuck out in the storm. So it's just one of those stories that's just sickened everyone who around, and I don't know. I just find it stunning. You want to think, and we've seen so many examples of people helping one another, and that's the great blessing that's come out of this. But then you hear a story like that, where if it's true, this man did not help, and that's it's just so horrific. We got a lot ahead. More of the first 15 when we come back. Also, Phaedra and Portia from the Real Housewives are going to stop by. And also later, a Texas teacher. This is a story I remember when it made headlines. Accused of having convicted of having sex with multiple students at the same time. We have an interview with her from jail ahead. Welcome back. Nancy Grace is my co-host. We got a daytime exclusive today. A teacher who had sex and was convicted of having sex with her students. She's in jail. We're going to talk to her. Her husband is also here. He's been standing by her. We're going to find out if he still is. Also, some of the stars of Real Housewives of Atlanta are here. Another picture. You see a lot of stupid stuff coming out of this storm. Yeah. There was this Brazilian model who decided that this would be a good time to take some kind of beauty shots of her posing in front of wreckage. And some people just have no clue. So this is her, what she put on her Facebook page, and now it's sort of making waves. Yeah, not a good idea. You know what? Just, I don't know what gets into people's heads in times like this. The other thing is we had planned to have our big Halloween show, obviously on Halloween, and we've been planning this for a long time. We're very excited. And I watch Honey Boo Boo Child. Do you watch Honey Boo Boo?
I know of her.
Okay. Well, I am a longtime Honey Boo Boo enthusiast. And I spotted her long ago when she was on Toddlers and Tiaras. Anyway, I digress. So we had this whole thing planned where...
So that's what you do when you get home from work?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You need children.
I need a life is what I need. But, so we were going to be all the cast from Honey Boo Boo. I was not going to be Honey Boo Boo, just so you know, because I do not do drag. I refuse to take that step. It's too much, I think. So I was going to be Sugar Bear, and of course Terrence, our executive producer, was going to be the Honey Boo Boo's mother, June. And Kristen Chenoweth was going to be Honey Boo Boo, and we had made these amazing masks. That we're going to show you a little bit later on. We're going to try to, at some point, do this because the masks are so cool. Do we have the pictures yet, or we're getting them? Okay. So we also had, if you watch Honey Boo Boo, Glitzy the pig, which was a male, which was given to Honey Boo Boo as a gift, and was really not house trained. It squealed all the time, and they couldn't deal with it. For some reason, Honey Boo Boo decided that Glitzy the pig, the male pig, should be a female, and so she just made it into a female just by calling it a female, and they finally got rid of it, and they sent it away to a farm, which frankly I thought meant they ate it. But but apparently they did not eat Glitzy the pig. Well, that's what I thought when they said, oh yeah, it's at a farm.
Isn't Glitzy a new father?
Anyway. There was the bacon shortage. There was a bacon shortage, right, exactly. So anyway, we tracked down Glitzy the pig for our Halloween show and flew Glitzy the pig up here. And Glitzy has been here this entire week. And it's very hard to find places for pigs to stay in the city, let me just tell you that. Anyway, we wanted to bring Glitzy out anyway. So Glitzy is here with Glitzy's handler, Daryl. Glitzy, come on out. Hey. How's it going? Can I try holding
You
it?
pay
Lord.
He'll calm down.
Okay,
Can I-
he
can
didn't
I-
do that to me.
Is it like a dog?
You can hold him. He'll calm down.
Oh. Okay. It's okay. It's
He
okay.
didn't do that when I petted him.
It's okay. I think he kind of likes me. So
I don't think those are screams of ecstasy.
so where does Glitzy live now?
He lives in South Georgia in Douglas.
In Douglas,
So
Georgia.
the breeder actually has him bagged.
Okay.
Did you paint his nails with magic marker?
No. Honey Boo Boo did. Honey Boo Boo used to paint Glitzy's.
He actually was at a posh hotel last night that takes pigs, and they painted his toenails for him. So y'all probably
posh
paid a good penny
hotel?
for that, I would think.
So I understand Glitzy is about to become a father.
Yes, he's 14 months old. In about 2 months, he should have a litter, or his girlfriend will have a litter of
His
piglets.
girlfriend.
Wow. And now, does Honey Boo Boo come to visit at all?
No, the last time they saw each other was probably 2 months ago.
Because it was very sad when Glitzy was sent away from Honey Boo Boo's house. Honey Boo Boo cried for like 30 minutes.
Right.
And then seemed to have forgotten about Glitzy.
Yeah, I think he's in a better place.
Yeah? He's in a better place. That's what you usually say when that animal has died.
I'm just glad he's not on the grocery aisle.
Right. So he is alive. He's
In
not.
the refrigerated section.
Right.
So we actually have the photos of the mask that we had made. This is the Sugar Bear mask, which it looks amazingly like Sugar Bear. That was my mask. And then, let's see, June. Oh. You can see why I refused to wear that. So Terrence, our executive producer, was going to be.
By the way, I don't do drag also. I don't
You were this time.
for you, I do drag.
Anyway, we're going to try to get that working
Doesn't
out.
Nancy want to hold the pig?
Do you want to hold the
I'm
pig?
going to let you do that.
I
gonna let you enjoy
how big will
Glitzy.
Glitzy get? Because I
About
don't.
15
I don't mind a pig,
50
but a
pounds.
mad
About
pig
15.
is
He's
a
about
whole
10
nother
pounds now,
thing,
so.
all right?
So Glitzy won't get much bigger than this.
No.
And I hear they actually make good pets. That they're
They
very
do,
clean
yeah.
and that they can be house
He
trained.
uses a puppy pad to use the bathroom.
Oh, like a wee pet?
Uh-huh.
See, look how calm I've made Glitzy. I'm
That's simmering anger.
simmering anger.
I can tell in his eyes. He's very angry.
I'm better with this pig than I am with your children.
I think he's angry about that toenail polish.
No, I think he's calm, and I've lulled him. Yeah.
So you're just holding the rest of the show.
This could be my new mascot.
I'd be more worried about the other end.
I appreciate you bringing Glitzy up. Thank you so much. Coming up, the stars of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phaedra and Portia are here.